Welcome to I Cook, You Measure. I'm your host, Jen Mueller, standing along what you might think is the tallest person who's ever been in my kitchen. In fact, you are only the second tallest person to be in my kitchen, but still a big rig, almost literally, Jamie Oleksiak from the Seattle Kraken.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good to be here. Excited to cook some food.
Here's what we are actually signing up for today. The menu is going to be like a light summery fare. We are gonna do Moroccan Chicken Skewers.
Okay.
Then we're gonna do whipped feta with some grilled veggies.
Sounds delicious.
So it should be light, citrusy, really easy to come together. However, we do actually need to start with some wine. Can you help me with that?
My pleasure. Yeah, as you should. Always start with the wine, right?
Can we start with wine? Do you know how to open wine? This is a Pinot Gris. Now, Martin Scott is on the label. The name of the winery right now is actually Circle 5. They went through a rebranding. It is from East Wenatchee. Folks, there's a difference between Wenatchee and East Wenatchee, separated by a river, mayors of each city. Beautiful property, just spectacular to be over there. This is a Pinot Gris. It should have some light citrus notes to go with the lemon and the citrus that we're trying today.
Sounds beautiful. I can't wait.
Okay, let's see you.
I've heard Wenatchee's got a lot of apples out there.
But
all right.
You masterfully did that. Do you know how many people?
Not my first rodeo.
You would be surprised at how many people it is.
Yeah,
their first rodeo with wine.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they'll drink it, they just won't open it.
No, not me. I'm something of a connoisseur, I guess. Yeah. Not really, but I do enjoy a glass of wine here and there.
Well, this will be perfect. Why don't you pour it and we'll try it out?
Sure thing. Kind of didn't do a good job on that cork there, though.
I wasn't going to judge you for that. As long as the wine ends up in the glass, I felt pretty
Doesn't
comfortable.
matter how you get in there, huh? House pours, I guess?
House pours. House pours. All right.
Cheers.
Let's see what we got.
Here we go.
Cheers.
It's tasty.
That should work,
It's a
right?
good wine. Oh yeah, it's refreshing.
That'll work. Okay, well now that you have a sip of that, it is time to put you to work. Here's what we're gonna do first. I have already cut up chicken thighs for our Moroccan chicken skewers, but I do need you to make the marinade. So we're gonna start with the zest of a lemon. Have we zested before?
We have not, no.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say I'm a little less worried about your fingers because you're a defenseman and you wear gloves and it's the off season. Don't get your fingers on the grater.
I got some heavy hands, so I'll try my best here, but try not to scrape my fingers either.
Yeah, please don't scrape your fingers.
Just really putting my cooking skills to the test here.
Well, what do you normally cook when you're at home?
I keep it pretty simple, you know. I think like Italian food is kind of the staple just for hockey guys, right? Pasta, chicken. I'll do little variations on that. Last night I actually did like a pork schnitzel, which was pretty good with a little sauerkraut and mashed potatoes, and yeah, don't expect too much though. That like I said, I've just been doing that for so long, it's second nature, you know. So
we will end up with about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice.
Nice.
With that, this is gonna be the real test. So this is garlic.
Oh, I know garlic, it's my favorite.
It is?
Well, I just think that it doesn't matter what you cook with garlic, it's gonna taste pretty good, so it's just like a staple for me.
This will be perfect right up until you have to grate the garlic.
Okay, so it's pretty much the same thing? Just...
Yep. Growing up, did you have a lot of like home cooked meals? And then you can just toss it in there because this will be the marinade, so it doesn't matter if there's a larger chunk. We just want to release some of that flavor and that juice into the marinade.
Yeah, my dad cooked a lot actually.
Really?
You know, he was pretty adventurous with it. And, you know, he liked doing a lot of gumbos. He's Polish as well, so it was a lot of Polish food and
what is Polish?
And,
okay.
You know, pierogies and kind of stuff like that.
Did he hand make pierogies?
I think he did a couple times, yeah. But that was kind of his thing, was like the cooking. He took real pride in it, so yeah.
And so what was the most requested meal at your house?
I mean, we have a really big family, so it was just having
really
a lot of food. I think I'm 6'6", Penny's like 6'2", and then my middle sister, Haley, is 5'10", you know, and my dad's 6'9" as well. So it was more quantity than it was quality, I think, right? Like, it was just a matter of getting as much food as possible most of the time.
You know what's funny is that when you said you had a really big family, I'm thinking many siblings.
Oh.
Lots of people living in the house. No, you meant like physically, it's a really big family.
Might as well have been a big family for the amount of food we ate, yeah.
It might as well have been for 8 people instead of 5 people, but you know.
Exactly.
If you just want to get most of that big part, and then we're going to grate some ginger into that bowl as well.
Give it a try.
I think the hand dexterity, I feel like this is really just fitting your skill set nicely. And by the time we're done, you might just be a regular on a cooking show.
Might actually have some decent hands on the ice too, yeah.
Well, we're gonna take the ginger,
Okay.
and you're gonna do the same thing. Let me actually give you a fresh edge right here, so it'll be a little easier. And if you just wanna grate that, and you don't need to grate all of it, what we're looking for is a couple of tablespoons, but yeah.
Okay,
Let's get that close.
You just let me know. I'm just like the waiter here with the pepper. Tell me when.
You would be so excellent with Parmesan cheese now at a restaurant, like, in case you needed just a side hustle in the off season.
Yeah, there
Because what
go,
else do you do in the off season?
I mean, I'm spending some time here in Seattle and, you know, just getting to know the area a little bit. The Pacific Northwest, gone over the Olympic Peninsula, did a little camping, tried whitewater rafting actually last weekend. That's what I was out there in Wenatchee for.
Oh.
Which was really cool.
How did that go?
It was good, it was good. The rapids weren't anything too crazy just because we didn't get a lot of snowfall.
Oh.
But it was a lot of fun. I'd do it again for sure, you know.
How many people are in a raft with you when you're whitewater rafting?
5 other people, so 6 total, and then usually have like a guide or somebody working the, you know, rudder.
Okay, now here's my question. Were the other 5 people in the boat the same size as you? Because did you have to sit in a certain spot so that it did not flip over while you were cruising down these rapids?
No, one of my buddies that was there was, he's a pretty similar size to me. He played basketball, you know, he's well over 6 feet and, you know, he's a thicker dude. And he sat like on the same side as me. And I was kind of thinking in my head, I think we should even this boat out a little bit. Because,
I would think if I was on the other side, I'd be like, hey guys, we're not doing that. We're not gonna do that. I think that looks good.
Okay.
I think that looks perfect. So I'll take that. We're almost to the point where you can mix that up. Let's do 1 tablespoon of each of these. So we've got coriander and cumin. So if you just do 1 tablespoon each, we'll do a couple tablespoons of honey and a little bit of oil, and we'll be ready to mix that up and get it on the chicken.
Oh. This is...
You know what I'm gonna do to this? Oh, you got it.
Is that good?
Well, now hold on a second. The measuring spoon actually measures the entire thing you need.
Oh, so
that would be like ordering a drink, and you can put it over the bowl.
It's tough to do this smoothly.
That'd be like ordering a drink and they only gave you half the pour.
Yeah, we don't want that, right?
So technically you could put more in there.
More.
Is it up to the top? What am I seeing and saying here?
It's just like, it just comes out in clumps though, you know what I'm saying?
Well.
Look at this.
Here.
Okay, we're just gonna be, okay, that's good. This is already taking way too long.
Okay, so here's what I would do with this.
Take that bad boy off, all right.
That one should.
So like I said, I can't imagine like the hand dexterity you need for this. I'm kind of a bull in a china shop, it feels like. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Boom.
When it comes to spices, if you use a little too much, you'll be okay. So let's do that, and let's do like a 1/4 cup of oil. Would you like a measuring spoon for that?
Yeah, I usually just eyeball it, but I definitely probably put too much in there.
We've got the marinade for the chicken. We're gonna go ahead and mix this up. Hey, when you have the acid from the lemon juice in here, don't let it sit for more than 30 minutes, this particular one, because it'll change the texture of the chicken just a little bit. So we're gonna let it sit. We're gonna come back, make some whipped feta right after this break.
Dining in? I'm hand cut for the occasion.
Almost ready.
These moments are rare, so enjoy them. When you can. Sincerely, hand cut steak. Sincerely, Safeway.
Welcome back to the show. We've got our chicken marinating. Also, I was having so much fun listening to Jamie talk that I forgot to add honey to the marinade. Actually, Jamie forgot to, but he didn't know he was supposed to. So I did add 2 tablespoons of honey to the marinade. The chicken is going to sit no longer than 15 minutes, which is going to give us a chance to make some whipped feta and to slice some veggies that we will end up grilling. Have you used a food processor before?
I have not. A lot of firsts here. I have not received formal, cooking training, so.
Oh, I don't know that you're receiving formal cooking training right now. We're
seems
just
like
two people in the kitchen. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna break this in half. Your arms are probably better suited to do that than mine. Yeah. If you would take the Greek yogurt and scoop out half a cup.
Okay. How's that? Half a cup? Close enough?
Okay, but does it look like you filled up the cup, Jamie?
It's on the side too, though. I was just kind of, I was eyeballing it. Like I said, I like to eyeball when I'm cooking.
Okay, go ahead, actually.
Go ahead.
Just go ahead. Whatever you want to do. You know what? I don't want to start a fight in the kitchen with you. I'm going to cut this in half. Let's add a little bit of that because currently there's not enough liquid. There's not enough liquid in there for it to actually pulse.
Okay.
So if you want to do it like this, and I would keep it in this little bowl first, and then when I pour it, I'm going to try not to get the seeds in there.
Okay, so you just kind of have to pour it on its side a little bit?
Yep.
Okay.
You know, when he does that, there's so much strength in his hands that it looks like he's not doing any work. When I do that, it looks like it is taking all of the muscles in my upper body to do that.
It's just the finesse I'm lacking.
That'll work, it's a great, that's a great touch.
So good.
Nice touch.
Thank you.
Nice touch. Let's do about a 1/4 cup of olive oil. You can eyeball that if you want, or I can.
Yeah, we'll do the cup thing. I don't want to mess up this.
Okay. Now, what was the difference between you can eyeball Greek yogurt, but you can't eyeball cooking oil?
I don't know. Like I said, when I cook, I just kind of throw the oil in the skillet and throw some stuff in there, and that's kind of the extent of my cooking ability. So I think it's better to play it safe here. Okay. Yeah.
All right. I mean, I get it. Everybody's watching, so I get it. I'm going to move this a little closer. Now, it shouldn't be that hard. I'm gonna put some dill in here. How do we feel about dill? Dill is one of my favorite.
It smells great.
It looks like a fern. It's not, it's dill. That is gonna be our feta dip.
That'll work?
Yeah, you wanna try a little pinky full? I think that'll work.
That's really tasty. Good call on the dill. It's a good addition.
Good addition. Mm-hmm. Okay, how are you with a knife? I'm just gonna let that sit there.
I guess
how are you with a knife?
We'll find out. No, hopefully better than I am at the rest of this.
You know what one doesn't want to hear when cooking on TV about a knife is I guess we'll find out.
I'm sure I'm fine. It'll just be very slow and methodical.
Sure, it's fine.
We'll just do like the movie magic and speed it up a little bit so it looks like I know what I'm.
So it looks like you're in real time.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're probably only going to get like 3 slices out of each of those.
Okay, so we're cutting this lengthwise.
Yes. Oh, would you like a knife?
I do need a knife. Yeah. Good call. We got all the essentials now. Now we're cooking.
Now we really are cooking.
Okay, is there technique to this or just essentially follow it along like that?
Some knife skills are great. What are we worried about?
We're doing the edge here a little bit. Just trying to keep my fingers out of there.
Please do. Let's cut 2 bell peppers.
Okay.
That we would also throw on the grill. I'm always curious to see how people cut bell peppers.
Yeah, I'm very open to any advice you can give me on this. I'm just kind of
Look, I know the way that a chef would teach you. I know all the things, and I also know the way that I do it so that I make the least amount of mess. I have never once seen anybody do this.
No?
Okay, first of all, this is amazing. Oh my gosh, you're gonna have to do that again. Watch this, people. Does anybody else cut a bell pepper like this? Where did you learn this?
I think this is just a Jamie specialty. This is just, I thought this was the easiest way to do it. This is all on my own, I think.
Well, you know why it's the easiest way to do it?
Because you don't get the seeds, I'm taking?
Yes! Oh my gosh.
That one wasn't as smooth as the last one, but.
I'm gonna call this a Jamie special from now on, and this is the only way I'm gonna cut bell peppers. It's time to thread some chicken.
Can't wait.
You didn't even bat an eyelash. I could have been telling you to do any number of things, and I think it would have been the same response.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what that means, but I'm game for anything. Here we go.
I really like somebody who's open-minded, and who knows what's going to happen on the rest of this episode. Okay, here's what we've got. We've got metal skewers. If you don't have skewers, it's okay. You can just put this on a cookie sheet. What we have over here is a foil-lined pan because nobody likes to do dishes, and foil helps me to do fewer dishes. We do want it up off the pan so that we can circulate some air when we put it in the broiler. So if you would take this, and I can help, but let's just put some chicken on some skewers here.
Okay. Just stab these things or use the tongs or what?
No, you just stab them.
How many do I gotta put on this?
Well, we're gonna get them all onto these skewers.
Okay.
But you do wanna leave just a little bit of space, pro tip kids. You wanna leave just a little bit of space so that you've got ample area for it to cook. If you squish everything in, it's gonna be harder to get those middle pieces. And because we're gonna throw it in the broiler, you're gonna get all sorts of good crispy edges off of it.
Love
so
that.
I'm gonna lay it right down like this. Can I ask about your teeth?
Sure, yep.
How do you know when to take them out? When do you take them out?
Basically whenever I'm eating, I'll take them out or playing hockey. Just cause
Are you gonna take your teeth out when we go to eat?
I'm probably gonna have to, yeah. It's on brand though, right? So
It's
look the
very
part.
on brand. I just never thought of that before.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a very uncomfortable thing to use when you're eating, and you don't want them to get dirty and whatnot. So it definitely makes for some interesting trips to restaurants. You know, if you had a nice dinner and you take your teeth out, you get some weird looks sometimes, but I don't even think about it at this point.
I mean, just that statement, yes. If you're at a nice dinner and you take your teeth out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or obviously when you're playing too, that's the other big part. You don't want to swallow your tooth or whatnot.
I don't want to do that either. I did some TV magic with that. Those look really good. Nice job with that. You know what we need to do, Jamie?
Besides eat?
Besides eat.
No.
It is time to play Virtual Master Chef.
Oh God, okay, I can't even guess what this is.
I'm gonna give you 5 ingredients.
Okay.
You tell me what you would make with these 5 ingredients.
Man, this is
Okay, you ready?
not gonna be a good experiment for me.
Ham,
Okay.
eggs, Swiss cheese, a baguette, and arugula.
Ham, eggs, a baguette, Swiss cheese, and arugula. Oof. I guess you could smoke the ham, cook the baguette, and do some kind of bruschetta type deal, you know? Like melt the cheese, put the smoked ham on top.
Yes.
I guess throw a little over easy egg on top as well.
Yep. With a salad.
With a salad, there you go. Or sprinkle some arugula on top as well. Yeah, and just like a little bruschetta type deal, I guess.
Yeah.
How's
Yeah,
that?
that's perfect.
It's not bad. There you go.
He didn't think he was gonna be able to do it. He totally nailed it, and for that, he gets to eat. We'll do that right after this.
There you go.
Hey there, it's me. Food. Whenever you need me, I'm ready for you. Especially when you're busy. And you're always busy.
So awesome.
But no matter what, we find time for this. So go ahead and enjoy the moment. Because there's plenty to go around. Keep it easy, my friends. Sincerely, food. Sincerely, Safeway.
We are seconds away from eating, But I just want to show you this flavor bomb technique. So this is out of the recipe. It's Milk Street Tuesdays, by the way, is the cookbook that we were using today. So we had lemon slices on here. So the lemon, when you put it in the oven like that, it makes it super easy to release the juices, okay? So anytime you have like a lemon, a lime, and let's say it's too hard, right? Like it isn't ripe or there's not like enough juice coming out of it. If you pop it in the microwave, it'll soften it up and it'll release the juices. So when you do this, the honey on top, and then squeeze this over the top, and now you have a lemon honey mix.
That looks amazing.
Over your chicken. That takes like 0 extra time, but total flavor bomb. Do not touch the skewer that just came out of the broiler. I'm gonna do that there. I'm gonna do this here. We're gonna cut up some color. I have mint, I have flat leaf parsley and regular parsley. Not only will it add some nice color, but anytime you put fresh herbs and you like cut them, it releases the aroma and the flavor, right?
It's beautiful. It's Instagram worthy, right?
It is Instagram worthy, and that's kind of what we were going for here.
Phone eats first.
Okay. I think, wait, what did you just say?
You ever heard that before?
I didn't, wait, what did you say?
Phone eats first.
Oh,
Phone
yeah.
eats first when people take photos of all the food.
Oh, I do
they,
that all the time.
Yeah.
Now I just
don't
feel
blame you. Look at
stupid.
this. Looks amazing.
Thanks. You want to put a little wine in our glass and we'll see if we did this right. Oh, the backwards pour.
Oh my! Did you go this way?
No, I'm just saying. Like I pour.
Oh, backhand. I got a strong backhand. Yeah.
You got a strong backhand. Did you want to take your tooth out?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Here we go. It's a new tooth. It's a little bit tough to get out right now. That's the
things I never once thought. Things I
yeah.
never once have thought about, to be quite honest with you.
You'd be surprised how many of these I lose too. Just forgetting about them.
Do you just leave them on the table, please?
Sometimes, yeah. Or like I have 2 small dogs, and if I leave it on like the coffee table, they'll jump up and grab it and run away with it or whatever. So, yeah, they
Wow.
You got to be very aware when you're taking them out.
I mean, sure, when you put it like that. Okay, let's see if we did this. I dug in way before he did.
Wow, it's amazing. Very good.
You did a good job with that. I like the flavor on the chicken, and I really like what happens with the whipped feta.
Yeah, I really like the dip.
I'm gonna let you keep going. I think I'm gonna say goodbye to the peeps. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they've had enough.
Yeah. We're gonna finish this in just a second. We're also gonna clean up the kitchen because we made a pretty exceptional mess today, but we also made a great meal. And once again, it was an opportunity to come together over food and wine to connect and tell stories. But for so many people in our community, food is a source of stress and concern, which is why for every episode of I Cook, You Measure, a donation is being made to a nonprofit working to end food insecurity in our communities. Thank you again to Jamie Oleksiak for being our guest measurer today. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. This grill pan is gonna sizzle something crazy when I do this. Watch out, people.
Back up.
Never mind, that was pretty. I Cook, You Measure is presented by Safeway, who encourages you to step up for our high school student athletes through the Nourishing Champions program. The collaboration with Champions of Change provides funding for nutritious snacks and meals for all high school sports teams in need. Use the QR code to donate to Nourishing Champions and fuel success on and off the field.